Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Nick from Rise Out Sports, and I'm back with another video. Today, breaking down a wild card weekend, and it was a pretty wild weekend. So let's just get right into it. All right, here we go. Only 6 games, so it's not going to take me as long to break all this down. But first game was probably the least entertaining. Actually, this game tonight probably is the least entertaining, to be honest with you. But Seahawks and the 49ers, Geno Smith did all he could do. Kenneth Walker was okay. It was just a lot of okayness. DK Metcalf played pretty good, but 49ers just dominated this game. Brock Purdy did not throw an interception. That was the biggest thing for me in this game. He looked comfortable. The offensive line protected him really well. Christian McCaffrey averaged almost 8 per carry. That will be good for you. Deebo Samuel, amazing game. So it was just an all-around really good game for the 49ers. And they move on, and I expect them to move on more than just this game, if I'm being honest. Chargers Jags, again, it was very entertaining. Unlike the previous game, this one was crazy actually, because I mean, so Jacksonville down 24 in this game. I think they were down 24, or was it 27-0? I can't remember if it was 27 or 24-0. Something like that, and then the Jags obviously came storming back. Justin Herbert played really well. 18 incompletions, a little high. Austin Eckler, just not even 3 yards a carry. Really hurt them a lot. Mike Williams in this game, not in this game, hurt a lot as well. But really, like, if you look at all the receivers here, I mean, there's just not a lot going on. If I'm being honest, Jared Everett, and Allen were good, but other than that, you didn't really have too many other guys make an impact, and you can't run the ball. And what's crazy is Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions. 3 of them, at least 3, I think all 4, but no, I think one of them was in the second half, but 3 of them were in the first half. So how are you going to turn the ball 3 times in the first half and still in the game, and then 4 overall? It was a tale of 2 halves, to be honest. Like, Trevor Lawrence, amazing in the second half, really bad in the first half, and I thought halftime it was over. I honestly am like, I don't need to watch this anymore. It's over. But I kept watching it. Travis Etienne ran the ball very effectively. All these receivers made really nice plays at multiple different spots. But really, it all comes down to like clock management and play calling. It reminded me of a lot of the Super Bowl with the Falcons. I mean, just how they managed the clock. Same kind of deal here. I mean, they weren't able to run the football. And so at that point, you have to kind of throw it, but then you have time, stay on the clock. You have the Jags who have multiple opportunities to score. Your defense doesn't play as well as you need it to. I mean, 4 interceptions, 4 turnovers should be enough to win you a football game. It was not, though. I mean, Brandon Staley, I think he's a decent coach, but you have to really evaluate him after this game. I mean, you have Justin Herbert as your quarterback. Like, how are you losing this game? Like, this is not, if it's the Chiefs or Bills or Bengals, sure, but the Jags, you need to win this game. A first-time quarterback and running back in the playoffs with a really new head coach. Like, you gotta figure out some type of way to win that game. I don't care how you do it. You gotta find some kind of way, though. Just a really bad showing by the Chargers. Dolphins Bills, most surprising game for me this weekend. Skylar Thompson played like poop, like really bad. Like, he played very bad, and they still almost managed to come away with this one. I mean, again, no running game whatsoever. I get you didn't have Raheem Mostert, but still absolutely no running game. Receiving game wasn't even really there. Like, he didn't even really throw the ball very well. But it really was Josh Allen and his turnovers that kept the Dolphins in this game. If Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over, this game's not even close. But really, it was the turnovers. It was a sloppy play by Josh Allen, and I think the Bills are going to be okay, but it would not surprise me if they lose next week to the Bengals, because I mean, if you're gonna play sloppy football like that, that's not gonna work against a high caliber team. Like this Dolphins team, they're well coached, but they are not a high caliber team, especially with Skylar Thompson. I mean, with Tua, this might be a whole different game. With Tua, this might be Bills going home early, but I mean, just kind of a shocking way that one ended. And honestly, at the end, I feel like the Dolphins should have had a chance to tie the game, but that's in the past now, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see here. Giants Vikings. I didn't watch this game really. I watched a little bit of it, but Giants did win. Daniel Jones played probably the best game of his career, honestly, and he ran the ball really effectively. Saquon only ran it 9 times, but 5.9 yards per carry will do the job. Isaiah Hodgins came up clutch, but Daniel Jones really was the story of this one. Kirk Cousins played really well, but I mean, the ending was all you need to see. He threw, it was fourth down. You got to get it past the line of scrimmage, or obviously, got to get it past the first down sticks, and he threw it behind it for like 3 yards. Like, you can't do that. You have to get a first down in that spot to keep the game alive, and they just couldn't. TJ Hawkinson played really well. Justin Jefferson was limited in this one. I mean, you're going against everybody's top corner. And I think the Dory Jackson who he's going against. I could be very wrong. I'm pretty sure. Can I see who is the Giant? I think the Giants' top corner is Dory Jackson. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Dory Jackson. So, going against a really good corner, and was very limited in this one. Not able to do much. Ravens Bengals. This one was pretty obvious to me the whole way that the Bengals were going to pull through. It came down to a Hail Mary kind of at the end of the game where I think it was James Prochet had a chance to catch the ball. Did not dive for it. Kind of just like let his hands out to try to catch it. Needed to dive for it. It was on a Hail Mary tip ball, so it really was not a catchable ball. But yeah, I had a chance to catch it. Tyler Huntley is not the answer. He looked really bad. I was watching it with my dad, and he was like, he does not look very good, and he really wasn't. I mean, he didn't really do much. He only had 12 incompletions, but those incompletions were not good. They're an interception. J.K. Dobbins didn't. He said he didn't get the ball enough, which is like, okay, whatever. Giving Gus Edwards 12 carries to me is a little high. J.K. Dobbins, I think, is a much better running back. Other than that, though, I mean, when you look at this receiving core, it kind of sums up why the Ravens can't do anything. They don't have anybody. Mark Andrews is their best receiver, and he's a tight end. And shout out to Mark Andrews, he's a good player. But when Demarcus Robinson is your guy, that is a problem. Like Demarcus Robinson. I think wasn't he on the I think he was on the Chiefs last year, and he was like their fourth or fifth option or something. But I mean, he just can't be your first option. I mean, you just can't have that. Bengals. Joe Burrow didn't really even play that well. Joe Mixon had an off game. Jamar Chase played well, but I mean, you didn't really even have a good Bengals game. So it's gonna be interesting if the Bengals and Bills both played like they played this week. I mean, I think the Bills probably played a little bit better than the Bengals did, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I think both teams will rise up next week because the Bills will play the Bengals, and I'll do my recap video. You'll see that next. So, then this game, which is now over, Cowboys move on. They won 31-14. Dak Prescott played just lights out. Zeke did not run the ball very well. Tony Pollard 5.1 yards per carry, very good game for him. Dalton Schultz with 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb had a wide open touchdown that I saw not too long ago. It's just a dominating win, though. Tom Brady really struggled. Threw the ball 66 times. That is a wild stat right there. 66 pass attempts for Tom Brady. Not ideal. And when you throw the ball 66 times, that just means you can't run the ball for your life. And I mean, in this game, they were down the whole time, so they kind of couldn't run the ball. Shaw White averaged 5.9 yards per carry. Like, he was running the ball pretty effectively, but you just can't run the ball when you're down 20 points the whole time or whatever they were down. So, just an unfortunate game. I mean, you have Godwin, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, really a real good receiving core right there. Kate Otten is an okay tight end, but I feel like Rashad White is a good running back. I think it might just be the O line kind of is not as good as it was a year ago or 2 years ago, when Tom Brady first got there. It's a rough way to go out. I mean, also the Bucks defense obviously not very good right now. It's at the end of Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. I think it could be. I think his time there might be done. Tom Brady doesn't go out like this very often, where he just kind of sucks to end the season like this. So Bucks were sliding. I just didn't. I picked the Bucks to win. Did not expect them to go out like that, but that is that. So, in recap, the 49ers, Jags, Bills, Giants, Bengals, and Bucks move on, and I will preview the divisional round in my next video. So, if y'all are interested in seeing what I have to say about the divisional round, let me know in the comments below. I did not do my picks. I did not add them. Those are my regular season picks up here. So, I didn't add them on. But if you were curious, I picked the 49ers. Did not pick the Jags to win, so it's 1-1 there. The Bills won. I picked them, so that's 2-1. I picked the Vikings to win. So it's 2-2. I picked the Bengals to win. I was 3-2, but I picked the Bucks to win. So 3-3. I got 3 right, 3 wrong. Not good. I'll be honest with you. So the Giants were not a favorite. So I picked the Cowboys. I think they were a little bit of an underdog. I mean, they shouldn't have been because their record was way better, but because of the Bucks having home field advantage, they were an underdog technically. Bengals were favorites, Bills were favorites, 49ers favorites. So, interesting. They always say that some underdogs win. So the Jaguars were one of them, Giants were one of them. I'm not sure if Cowboys or Bucks were favorite. But anyway, that'll do it for me in this video. Hope you enjoyed watching. Leave me any comments you have in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next Rise Up Sports.